Now you know how sometimes you have a old rusty tool now. See that? And they're inoperable. Can't work. And in here, I've loosened up a little bit where it'll roll. There's a way where that you can actually take and make these things like new. Now what I've done is I've set my little device up here, and I'm using my battery charger. And you can see this. This is my pipes. Now what I've done is I've taken pipes and I've put copper. And the reason I use copper, now you can watch a lot of different YouTubes and they tell you to avoid copper. Some of them tell you use copper because it's very conductive. So what I do is I just go by what works for me. And I'm outdoors. They say some metals can cause gases, but like I say, I've never had an issue with that. And I've got an enclosed barn where I've used this too. And what it is, you take these pipes here and you hang them on this copper. And then you take your other device and you hang it right here. And that's this pipe wrench, this old pipe wrench I found. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this copper wire, and that's what I like to use, because I've taken stuff that's had a 1/2 inch of rust and I have got it down to where, I mean, the stuff is unbelievable, like new. This comes out rust free. And so I take this copper here and I wrap this wrench up in this copper. Now what I'll do with this is I'll take and hook a battery charger to it. Now I put this board here because you don't want this touching this. So what we do is we'll take this wire here and we'll hang this wrench up where it's down in the water but not touching anything. You don't want to touch these pipes. Now keep your wire away from them pipes. Now the reason you don't want it laying down in there is because if it's actually laying on the bottom, it won't take the rust off the bottom of your wrench. So you want the wrench to be extended off the bottom, but at the same time submerged in the water. So you've got to take and figure out a way to submerge it, yet, like I say, don't let it touch anything. There, it's completely submerged. Now once you get that part done, now I usually use borax. That's originally what I've always used. Now I've never tried baking soda, but now there was another person said you could use baking soda. So this is actually my first time using the baking soda. And I don't know how much to put in. I just put some in. Got a big old box here. What this does is they say it makes it a lot more conductive. There's another thing I've never used. I've never used vinegar. But again, they said if you use vinegar, it'll actually even help it some. So you've seen what it was like. Then we take our battery charger. I messed up explaining this. You need to put the negative on your wrench that you want to take the rust off, and your positive on the rods, because it causes them to draw the rust from the wrench. Now once you get it all started, you plug it in. Now I usually plug it in for about 24 hours. Seems to do pretty good that way. And I don't know if it matters what volt it's on. I always put mine on 12 volt. This is on 12 volt. So now we'll see what it'll do. Now I have it. I have the negative, or the black there, and the positive over here. Now these rods here, that will draw all the rust off of that wrench. You can already see it bubbling. It's working that fast. And like I say, I've always used copper. I know it's very conductive. Some people says you should, some people says you shouldn't. But like I said, I'm in a very well vented area here. So like I said, I've never had a problem. So we'll see what it's like. Thank you. Hey folks, here it is about 21 hours after I put the wrench in there. You can see all the rusty debris up there and everything. I'm about to turn the battery charger off and see what this wrench looks like. Okay, I've turned the battery charger off. Now I'm going to unhook the terminal here. Like I say, it is off. And again, I don't smell any odor, and I used the copper, but certainly I wouldn't recommend anything from me because I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm going to take the wire off here. I'll spray it with some kind of a lubricant there. This is just a off-brand old can. It's just a multi-lubricant. I'll spray it real good. So, this grill wire brush should do just fine. So what you do, you take and scrub it real good, and that'll kind of get the rest of that rust off of here. Okay, as you can see, now you can see the patent date on that, 1889. And on this side, Trico mark. I don't know what that means. You can see there's no rust on that. She brought it good and clean. Trimo, T-R-I-M-O, trademark drop forge. And on this side, saying Tremont. What's Tremont? That's Tremo over here. Tremont over here. Manufacturing company, Roxbury, Massachusetts, USA. I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of you people like to collect iron skillets and you find them in super rough condition. You can clean your iron skillets like this as well. Now I'll be cleaning a few more things and showing you how they turn out too. I'm real excited about this piece here. It cleaned up real pretty, real nice. I have a metal detector too, and a lot of times I'll find things like ultra rusty when I'm metal detecting, and I clean up just like this. This is just like a brand new pipe wrench. Guys, I really appreciate you watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, and tell your friends. Y'all have a good night. Bye.